Hello everyone, welcome back. Today in this video tutorial I will be introducing a new humidity and temperature sensor, that's SHT31. Now to gain more knowledge about this sensor, and let's go to the website, that is controleverything.com, and here we have to search for the sensor as you can see on my screen. And here we go, and let's see what we got here. As you can see, it's a humidity and temperature sensor, and these are some of its more prominent features which you are able to see on my screen. Now you can also purchase the sensor from this website right from here. Furthermore, in this video tutorial I will be interfacing the humidity and temperature sensor SHT31 with a particle photon and a particle code, and let's go to the source tab and we can have the particle code sample from there. You can download the code sample as a zip file just like that. Also you can have the code from github.com, and the repository there is Control Everything Community. Well, let's have a look over the hardware parts we need to set up, and let's proceed further. Now in the hardware connection setup, first of all the requirement is of our sensor, that's the humidity and temperature sensor SHT31. Now this here is a particle photon which you can see on my screen, and this is an I2C Shield. It's available on the website, that is controleverything.com, and the real reason we are using this shield is to make easier connections with other I2C devices. So gently place this particle photon over the I2C shield and make a connection. Now this here is a connecting cable. This is very useful in making connection with the sensor, and make sure that while making this connection the brown wire of the cable should be connected to the ground terminal of the sensor and to the I2C shield. The same process. Now the last step is to provide the power setup, and for that we require a micro USB cable just like that, and gently insert it over the power jack. Well, we are done with the connections part. Now we require a particle code so that we can interface the sensor with that. Let's have it. Now for the interfacing part, first of all we require to have a look over the particle code, and for that log in to github.com, and here we have to search for the official repository, that is Control Everything Community, which you can see on my screen. And here we go, and here what do we have to search is SHT31, the humidity and temperature sensor, and this here is a particle code we are looking forward to explore. But before that, let's have a look over the instructions we need to pursue this code. As you can see, we have to log into a particle photon and set up the device according to the steps which are provided on this very link. Let's open up this link so that we can have a better look regarding the installation of the setup, everything right now. So note down all the relevant information and do that setup, and after that we have to download or git pull the code, and on the online ID we have to copy the entire code, and build.particle.io build is the link where we have to paste the entire code here, paste the code, save the, and done. After that, the last part is to verify and flash the code on the particle photon, and the output code will be displayed in the form of logs at the dashboard. The output will be in the monitor, and dashboard.particle is the relevant link where you can have the output on the screen. Yeah, that's correct. Now what do we need is to have a look over the code, that's the particle code. It's a .in extension file, as you can notice, and in the code, the first thing you notice in the code is that we have included the header files, which are application.h and spark wiring I2C.h, and we have defined the address of the sensor, that is 0x28. Then we have some variables initialized, as you can see. Again, we have created some variables in the void setup function, and we have initialized I2C communication as master, along with initialization of serial communication with the baud rate equal to 9600. Then in the void loop function we have sent the command to for the normal mode command, that is it's 0x80, it's a general mode, as you can see. And after that we are reading and requesting 4 bytes of data, which comprises of humidity and temperature data. After that we have the conversion of the data into 14 bits, and some of the formulas we have used which are clearly described in the datasheet for HYT939. Now what do we need is to show the output on the dashboard, and for that we are displaying relative humidity in %RH, or temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit scale. So this is how the code looks, it works, and let's see how it practically works. Let's have it. For the working environment, the first step is to copy this entire code of the particle, as you can see, and now open up the build link we have discussed earlier. And here we have to create a new file, as you can see on my screen, and we have to paste the entire code here and name it SHT31, and then save it, and then verify and compile the code. It's good. Now flash the code. While flashing the code, we have to check for the magenta flash, which will confirm that code is good to go. And as you can see, we have this magenta flash and the successful notification is at this point. You can see it. Then for the output results, we have to check for the dashboard.particle.io, and here you can have the temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit along with the relative humidity. But when I press my finger over the sensor, you can see there's a change in temperature and in relative humidity. Yeah, there you go. So this is how the sensor works. Now what do we require is to have a look over the benefits and the applications regarding this sensor. SHT31 is the next generation of temperature and humidity sensor. It builds on a new CMOS sensor chip. The sensor SHT31 has increased intelligence, reliability and improved accuracy specifications compared to its predecessor. It has fully calibrated, linearized and temperature compensated digital output. Due to these features, it is applicable in a lot of applications such as medical appliances, IoT, automotive grade, industries and a lot more to mention. Now this sensor can be purchased from the website that is called controleverything.com, and you can have the code from the source tab and then you can download the code as a zip file. You can also have the code from github.com and the repository there is Control Everything Community. In the end, I just want to make it clear that for any further queries, you can go to and reach us on controleverything.com, and for posts and comments, you can go to our community page. For articles and blogs, you can have a look upon instructables.com, and to subscribe more video tutorials just like this, you can go to our YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good one yourself. Thanks a lot for watching.